Hello, everybody, and welcome here to race number 10 of the DRL Red Bull GT Series. As we're getting set for today's race here at Boston International Speedway. By the Ream team of Mazur Sean Art, Brandon Nelson, Road 2. As that was the command. Viper pole sitter is Will Parrish, and Mustang pole sitter is Jeffrey Finguy. Kyle England leads the points by 4 over Prudence Martindale, 12 points over David Heller. Addison Peterson, 20 back in 4th. Cody Smart, 24 points back in 5th. 6 is Byron Webb, 33 points back. Titan Nichols, 7, 34 back. 8th is Zachary Taylor, 39 points back. Riley Pearson, 43 points back at 9th. And Zach Fitzwater, 45 points back, complete the top 10. You can check down the description for the class points heading into today's race. As here we go, Boston International Speedway is green. Let's go racing, drivers. I'm going to put the schedule up here. Sean Art going to try to take the lead as we're coming off turn number 4 to lead the first lap. And around goes Brandon Nelson into the wall. And it's going to collect some cars, and no doubt the caution is out. Top 5 cars cross the start-finish line, so they're racing back to the yellow flag, our first caution of the day. As Sean Art will lead us to the yellow. Look at the smoke screen on the front straightaway. Now let's get slowed down, guys. Look out. That was Christopher Bright. And they're wrecking under yellow. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That was Cody. Or no, that was Finguy, I'm sorry. That was messy, now wasn't it? Cody Smart heavily damaged. First caution is out. Let's jump back, look at a replay to see what happened to bring out our first yellow of the day. Well, this is what brought out the first caution. Brandon Nelson running the DL Junior line. Looks like he's going to get tapped from Will Parrish after he hits the outside retaining wall. Right there. Right down, got into Zachary Fitzwater, and it just clogged up the racetrack. And I thought the 4 was going to save it. Unfortunately, was not the case. And no doubt the officials had to throw the caution as a result. Burke Packett got a piece of it. So did Annie Crenshaw. I think that was Jesse Art in the 06. Let me confirm that. It was. Skylar Taylor, Tatiana Guerra got a piece of it. Christopher Bright got a piece of it. There's Angel Gutierrez, Prudence Martindale back here. Christopher Bright trying to get his car not bouncing. And that is Quentin Moore who's on top of him. And there's a lot of damage to Cody Smart race car. And boy, a couple of drivers really didn't need this bad start of the race. So that's what brought out the first caution. I'm not even going to look back and see what caused the collision under the yellow with Jeffrey Finguy. So let's jump to the restart here at Boston. Getting the one that just got the one to go signal. We're going to go back to green flag racing this time by. Sean Art is the leader and the Corvette leader. David Heller is second. Bradley Ream leads the Mustangs in third. Jeffrey Finguy in fourth. I don't know how bad the damage is on his car. We'll see if he's up to speed. Jaguar leader is Timo Mauser, who's fifth. Sixth is Samad Oskin. Zachary Fitzwater, 7th. 8th is Alexander Underwood, the leader of the Vipers. 9th is Brian Webb, and Addison Peterson complete the top 10. Drivers out after that incident. Brandon Nelson is out, so not a good day for Brandon Nelson. Burke Packett out of the race. And the 16 of Cody Smart. Bad news for Cody Smart. If you've been looking at the class points in the description, this is going to be a big hit for Cody Smart. And this is also going to hurt him in points as well, as we're back to green on lap number 7 of 50. So Sean Art currently the race leader. David Heller. So we got 4 battles for the lead, all of them inside the top 10. No one has made their move yet for the leading class. Of course, Bradley Ream, his first ever DRL Red Bull GT Series pole. Bradley Ream going to take second from David. Byron Webb still leads the Viper class. Saman Oskin leads the Jaguar class. David Heller gets bumped 3 wide by Jeffrey Finguy and Saman Oskin. Sean Art currently the race leader as we're completing 10 laps of 50. Next week, these drivers will head to Viva Las Vegas, be a 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time race. We'll see who will go into Sin City with a trip to Victory Lane. Hope you will join us for that. Byron Webb, the leader of the Viper class. Zachary Taylor now in 7th. 8th, Emma Kaiser. Addison Peterson 9th. And Logan Williams cracked himself into the top 10. David Heller just went from second on the restart to outside the top 10 just like that. Notice some skid marks on the back straightaway. Probably there was a separate incident I didn't see. Razor Callaghan back here at the rear of the field. Got some rear end damage, and I'm not so sure if he had something to do with that. Andy Crenshaw's back here along with Will Parrish, Quentin Moore. These were the drivers involved in that first caution. Kyle Langland, the points leader, back here. There's Skylar Taylor. So far, we've had only one caution so far, and it's now a green flag race so far, as we're about to complete 15 laps, 35 to go here at Boston. This track is kind of like Las Vegas, but it's a lot shorter than Las Vegas. It is a 1 mile track, and it's like a mini version of Las Vegas, Kansas, all the above. Oh, Jeffrey Finguy's up in the wall. That's going to drop him a couple of spots. Now he's going to be outside the top 10 as a result of that. He's dropped to 12. It looked like he got a bit high up there in 3 and 4, and well, he's not going to catch Bradley Ream, who, by the way, is leading the Mustang class. Saman Oskin leading the Jaguar class. Corvette leader is Sean Art. And the Viper leader is now Addison Peterson, who just got around, I think she got around Byron Webb for the overall, or for the class lead, sorry. Speaking of overall lead, we're about to have a battle for the overall lead. Sean Art still leads this race. Sean Art comes into this race. Jesse came in this race 11th in points as we're looking at Saman Oskin, as I'm going to do this so you don't have to see that. Senor Sean Oskin is 23rd in points, by the way. Sean is 26th in points. Bradley Ream, our pole sitter, moved up to 6 spots up to 17th in points. He had a good run last week at Coca-Cola. We'll see if that will be the case. They're about to catch Razor Callaghan. I mentioned drivers involved in that wreck like Cody Smart came in this race 5th in points. That's going to be a big hit for him. We're also being told the 60 of Alexander Underwood is out of the race. That's a tough break for him. He's going to join. Brandon Nelson's been far down the points table. Brooke Packett came into this race 32nd in points, so this is not a good run for Brooke. So this is going to be less points for Brooke. Cody Smart, as I said, 5th in points. And then Alexander Underwood, who just retired out of the race. Oh, he came in this race 13th in points, Alexander Underwood. So he was another driver that was running well in points. So a lot of drivers running well in points, not the results they were hoping for. So we're going to have another point shakeup heading into next week at Las Vegas. As Bradley Ream just took the lead away from Sean. .25 down, 25 laps to go. Yeah, Callaghan's going to be a factor in this. Good run for Reggie Fogelman, a part-time driver. Addison Peterson still leads the Mustangs. Oh, look out. Sean Hart and Samad Oskin. Oh, they just took each other hard into the wall. Oh, big wreck. The big one at Boston. David Heller's involved. Thin guy's in it. And we have just turned 3 and 4 at Boston into a junkyard. Gutierrez, Langland's in it. Oh, Quentin Moore failed to use the brakes. So did Will Parrish. Oh, my God. Second caution of the day, and no doubt the big one strikes, and Tatiana Guerra just spun David Heller for some reason. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That was over for second place, and we're going to have a lot of cars out of the race. Let's jump back, look at the replay to see what in the world just happened. Boy, there's going to be a pretty intense fight between Samad Oskin and Sean Hart. Looks like Oskin got loose and nowhere for Sean to go. Oskin's going to slightly hit the safer barrier, and then they're going to come flying up here and pow! Into the wall, passenger side. Thank goodness safer barrier was there. And then Kaiser got clipped, got in the ball. Byron Webb, David Heller, and the track just becomes block. Fitzwater gets a piece of it. Josh Harmon, Gutierrez, Kyler Anderson. Boy, Kyle Langland just yeeted in that. Jesse Art got through that somehow. Skylar Taylor has got through. And Quentin Moore gets into Annie Crenshaw. Will Parrish looked like he snuck through there. And there's the points leader, Kyle Langland. Boy, that's a lot of drivers who came in running well in points. And then I don't understand what the deal was between Tatiana Guerra and David Heller. I mean, see, look at Tatiana Guerra just bumps David for some reason. I'm not sure what in the world just happened there between those two lads, but unfortunately, day is done for David Heller. So that's what brought out our second caution of the day. Let's go back to the restart here at Boston. Welcome back to Boston International Speedway. We're getting ready to go back to green. Bradley Ream is the leader. Logan Williams leading the Corvette class in second. How he snuck through that wreck, I don't know. Reggie Fogelman third. Good run for him. Fourth is Zachary Taylor. Viper leader is Addison Peterson in fifth. Riley Pearson is 6th, Andrew Williams 7th, Josh Harmon 8th, Christopher Bright 9th, and Prudence Martindale complete the top 10. Martindale came as race 2nd in points. Drivers out, and there are a lot of them. Jeffrey Finguy out of the race. Quentin Moore out of the race. Kyle Langland, points leader, out of the race. David Heller, Emma Kaiser, Byron Webb, Samad Oskin, who was running 2nd. Sean Art was running 3rd at the time, all out of the race. The good news is Sean Art wrecked the field. The bad news is he took himself out of the race. So there you go. And that's going to be a massive hit in the points. David came in this race 3rd in points. Byron Webb was 6th in points. Zachary Fitzwater 10th in points. So a lot of drivers who came in running well in points are really going to take some hits. And Boston playing its part in shaking up the points. We didn't have a caution last week at Coca-Cola. And the big one that we were supposed to have at Coca-Cola carried over to this race. Logan Williams going to take the race lead. Oh, be careful. We saw what happened when 3 wide, or almost 3 wide, was going to happen. Logan Williams came into this race. Let me see where the DRL president came in this race. Ooh, he came in this race 30th in the points. Boy, he needed a good run today. Has not been a very good season for Logan, our DRL president. Speaking of the DRL president, I did spoke to Andrew Williams, the brother of Logan, about the ban of Nathan Orman, which I'm going to leave that private between him and I. So I've told him basically what happened in the incident, and I appreciate y'all's respect on the decision. Is Andrew still in the race, or yeah, he's still in the race. He's running in 7th. Okay, but I've already told Andrew Williams what happened between Orman in the PSR LA server. So while some of you guys banned like what 2 or 3 people, that was actually 4 people I banned. So, and like I said, if you want the full details of why Orman was banned from this series as well as PCS Array, you can private message me on Discord. Addison Peterson having a very good run. Addie came in this race 4th in points, and with Kyle Langland out of the race. Addie was also the gal that was trying to run down Kyle Langland, I believe, for the rookie, for the, I think the class points lead. You'll see your points in the description, the class points coming into this race. Who was the rookie of the year? Who's leading the rookie of the year points? That's my next question. Oh, David Heller was the rookie points leader. And Prudence Martindale in the 3 is 10. She was the gal that was trying to run down David for the rookie of the year points lead. So, boy, the rookie of the year points are going to get mighty shaken up. Down to 10 to go. Zachary Taylor currently the leader. The reason I'm not being loud is because my 2 roommates, which is Andre and Brian, they've already gone to sleep not that long ago. So I'm trying to be professional and not be loud. As I was trying to get to Bradley Ream, and it made me go to the pace car. Thanks, game. Appreciate you. Zachary Taylor is now the race leader. Let's see. Zachary Taylor came in this race 8th in the points. He's another driver that's trying to capitalize on the misfortunes of Kyle Langland and company. Prudence Martindale all the way back in 11th. 21 cars on track. Oh, somebody's smoking. And it was Will Parrish. Well, I said 21 cars. Now I lied. 20 cars are now on the track, as Will Parrish will sadly take his car back behind the wall. So that's a tough break for Will, as we're going to find out what blew on his Viper. Will Parrish has had a tough season, if you ask me. Let's see. Parrish came into this race. Let me see where Will Parrish is. A header blew on his car. Oh, Will Parrish came in this race 28th in points. He had a somewhat of a good race last week at Coca-Cola, but unfortunately, his day is going to come to an end, as we're going to have a lead change. Reggie Fogelman in his... As I was trying to look through the points, Reggie Fogelman in his 5th DRL Red Bull GT Series, I will smack score for later, has now taken the race lead. It's going to be a stretch for Reggie Fogelman to try to play catch-up because, like I said, yes, he came into the season to replace the now banned Dylan Matthews, which, by the way, the ban on Dylan Matthews was not by my decision. It's the DRL decision, so I have to support the DRL's decision. Bradley Ream's looking for some good points. By the way, this is the not only for the lead of the race, but for the overall leading class between the Mustangs. Addie's leading the Viper class. Jaguar leader Zachary Taylor and Logan Williams leading the Corvette class. That's big points for Logan. And of course, his brother's running a night, so the the Williams brothers having good runs. So we're down to 2 to go. Pretty soon they'll be catching Razor Callaghan. As the white flag is out, one more lap to go here at Boston. Reggie Fogelman trying to get his first DRL Red Bull GT Series win. Not if Bradley Ream has something to say about that. Oh, Reggie ran a little bit wide. He's up in the wall. Bradley Ream is going to win at Boston. His first DRL Red Bull GT Series win. Peterson will win for the Vipers. Jaguar winner is Zachary Taylor. And Logan Williams gets his class win in Corvettes. Reggie Fogelman fell to 5th in the closing stages. Standings are now official. So Bradley Ream, good job to him. That's max points. That's going to help him in the points table. He came in this race. Let's see, where did Bradley Ream came in this race as far as that? He came in this race 17th in points. Boy, this is going to put him probably in the top 10 after today. Addie's going to get 2nd. Good job to Addie Peterson. Riley Pearson got 3rd. Didn't see him coming through the front. He's been having good results the last couple of weeks. Zachary Taylor 4th. Reggie Fogelman 5th. Logan Williams, Kyler Anderson, Josh Harmon, Andrew Williams, and Prudence Martindale the top 10. We had 20 cars finish the race on the lead lap. Razor Callaghan, the last of them, and then 13 drivers never saw the checker flag. So Boston has really played its part in shaking up the points, and it shook it up big time heading into next week at Las Vegas. But that's going to do it from here at Boston. If you guys enjoyed today's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Recruit today. We've shown your full finish results. You'll see your rookie points, your overall points in the Discord heading into next week's race at Las Vegas. Until then, I've been DeVolo signing off. You've been watching another broadcast of PCS TV. with the DRL Red Bull GT Series, the best in our racing since 2017. So long from Boston.